Hello, welcome back to Teal House Farm. Tonight I'm going to go ahead and mix up a batch of our DIY muffin mix. I love having it on hand. It makes breakfasts a lot easier for me. It gives me control over the ingredients, so I'm able to make better choices for my family. It's definitely less expensive to make in bulk, and also just logistics wise, when you're making breakfast for this many people anyway, buying little boxes of muffin mix is silly because it's going to take like 3 boxes to feed everyone. So I'm going to share the recipe for the mix with you, and then I'm also going to show you 2 great recipes in the morning for using the mix for some great muffin variety. So flour, you need 12 cups total, and I like to use a little bit of whole wheat. We actually get our wheat in bulk. This from friends. I actually have 2 different friends that have provided me with the actual wheat. Can't think of the word, like the seed part of the wheat, and I grind it up as I need it, and I like to use that. It's just fuller, better nutrition, but don't use too much because it will make your muffins really heavy. So I use about 3 cups of ground whole wheat, and then for the rest of the 12 cups I go ahead and use an unbleached all-purpose flour. I really like this King Arthur flour. It's just a really good quality. The unbleached flour is great because you get a lot more nutrition, a lot more vitamins and minerals from it, but it still gives you that nice light texture of a white flour. And I also am able to buy it in super bulk, and I store it in 5-gallon buckets in the pantry, so I always have enough flour for all of our baking projects. So I am going to use white sugar for this recipe. If you do not want to use white sugar, you could definitely use any sugar substitute that you would like. If you're wanting to substitute with like honey or maple syrup, you obviously can't put that in your dry mix, so just skip the sugar step. And then when you make a batch of muffins, you'll add about a ½ cup of that liquid sweetener. And tomorrow when I make the muffins, the 2 different recipes, you'll see that the base for any kind of muffin you want to make is pretty much the same. And so it'll be real easy to add your honey into the recipe. But I'm going to use white sugar today because it is by far the cheapest option, and it's also what I have on hand, but you can definitely substitute for whatever works best for your family. Okay, and welcome back. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning the next day. We're going to go ahead and make 2 different types of muffins. I have my super large muffin tin, which my mother-in-law got me for Christmas, and it is amazing, and I will link one below. This works so much better than just using 2 separate dozen trays, because I find in my oven, if I use 2 of the dozen trays, they have to overlap a little bit to fit, so you end up with one that's tilted in the oven, which is not very good. It's going to leak everywhere. So each recipe is going to make 1 dozen muffins, so we'll make 2 different kinds. We are going to make one that has some hidden veggies in it. It's a carrot apple muffin, and then we're also going to make a special treat for the kids. I was planning on making strawberry muffins this morning, but I opened the fridge to discover that some little person had eaten all the strawberries and put just the tops back in the container in the fridge, so that won't be happening today. So we're going to make them some chocolate chip muffins, which I'm sure they will enjoy. For any muffin recipe, the base is going to be the same. I'm going to put that right here for you. You're going to need 2 cups of our mix, a ½ cup of either shortening or vegetable oil of your choice, 3/4 cups milk, 2 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, and then a cup of whatever you are mixing in. For the carrot and apple, we're going to add a half cup of shredded carrots, 1 diced apple, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and just a tiny bit of nutmeg. My kids don't really like nutmeg, so we're going to go really easy. Just do 1/4 cup. Or quarter, just do 1/4 teaspoon. There are our dozen carrot apple muffins. We're now going to repeat the first step again, remake the base muffin, and this time just add a cup of chocolate chips. Did forget to mention this is a greased tray. You don't grease it, muffins are gonna stick. Also, you could use muffin cups, little muffin tins. I don't like muffin tins because then I have to peel them for all the kids. So I'd much rather just cook them this way. I have to scrub the pan a little bit more. I have to spend my life peeling little muffin wrappers off everything. Again, this will make a dozen. Okay, we're going to do 375 degrees for about 15 minutes. For those with picky children, I'll show you. Here is the chocolate chips. So obviously you can see the chocolate chips. The apple carrot though, can you find the carrots? I don't see any carrots. There's vegetables in here? I don't believe it. They don't know. They think it's just apple cinnamon. They eat them up and nobody complains about vegetables in their muffin. That's it. I think I kind of hear the kids stirring upstairs. Sam was already left for the morning. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee and my breakfast in the last few moments of quiet before everybody is up needing stuff. Well, that's all we've got for you today. We're gonna keep the rest of the muffins in these bags. The girls can snack on them. They also freeze great, so if you want to just make a big batch and freeze them. Mommy! Yes, baby. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.